Next person on stage, I guess some of you will already know her from the podcast, is Demelza Hayes. We might need to figure out how we can set up her presentation because she will do a demo of, she need to explain on herself. So she's working for Incrementum as an investment manager, that's right, and you're based in Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein. Okay, so we'll set that up and then, yeah.
What do you need? Just attach this one.
Wow, I love you. Wow, nice. We are so lucky. Okay.
There you go.
Thank you so much. Okay, awesome. Wow, this is great. Okay, so basically, what's going on here? I'm going to be doing a statistical, like some statistical analysis, just so you guys can break up the monotony of kind of presentations and just see some pretty data and some pretty charts. But a little bit about me before we get moving here. Okay, so my name is Demelza Hayes, and I was on the Stay Dashy podcast, I think, at some point, twice, a couple times. I got locked in the bathroom. I mean, in the kitchen at my office. So I'm a partner at a Vermögensverwaltung, a wealth management firm in Liechtenstein, and we have a crypto fund. And I've been writing a report called the Crypto Research Report for 2.5 years, and we have 800,000 readers, about 50% coming from the German-speaking countries, 50% is English. It's available in English and in German, and we're expanding to Mandarin and Portuguese. And we work with partners in the crypto space. So if you are a crypto company that wants advertising directed at financially interested cryptocurrency investors, this is a great advertising avenue. So yeah, basically, I'm also a teacher at the University of Liechtenstein, where I've been teaching a course on Bitcoin, not Dash, but on Bitcoin for the past 3 years. And but I always tell them about Dash. I always send them Dash the first day, and then because I can't afford to send them Bitcoin because the transaction fees are too high, so I always send them Dash, and and they love that. They love the Dash. So yeah, okay. So basically, yeah, just to kind of go ahead and get started here. I don't know if you can see this. This is kind of like some charts that we make. I have a couple different ideas here. Like I have a lot of Dash charts and data, and I was thinking about making like one of the, we publish this quarterly and it's free. So I was thinking about making one of the future editions about Dash, like the whole, like a Dash edition, because we had like the Facebook edition and whatever, stuff like that. So that would be pretty cool. So basically, in the next 6 charts or so, I'm just going to compare Dash with Monero and Zcash, just so you can kind of see where Dash is lining up in the whole mix of things regarding privacy coins. So let's see. If you look at the top, so this gray line, of course, is the price, which is on the right horizontal axis on the vertical axis on the top. Then you have volume in USD. So this is in the 200 millions. You can see it's like around 400 million or so daily. And then you have on the bottom, you have this NVT ratio. So this is basically network value to transactions. So the idea here is if we want to make a proxy for how much use the Dash network has, there's a couple different ways to do that. One would be looking at active user accounts, which have a non-zero balance in them. Another would be looking at, for example, transactions on the network. And like one way to think about this is it's basically how VCs evaluate fintech companies. So for example, like if a VC wants to put a valuation on Facebook prior to the IPO, what they could do is they could take the number of users worldwide, and then they can take the, sorry, it would be after, yeah, or they can take the valuation. So for example, if the valuation right now is, I don't know, what's the Facebook valuation, like $500 million or something like that, right? It's like 500 million or so, I think. 500 million, I think, is the market cap around for Facebook. And I think the number of users is like approximately 2 billion. So if you were to take 2 billion users and divide it by 500 million market cap, you would get 200. Sorry, it's almost a trillion. Exactly, sorry, okay, that's a lot, sorry. Mixing up miljarden and million. So it's basically if you, okay, so 500 billion market cap with 2 billion users. So if you divide 500 billion by 2 billion, you get a NVT ratio of 250. Okay, just to give you a perspective of what this is. So for example, like if you look at the Dash NVT, like the mean is like 69. Okay, so there's still like room for it to grow, basically, to grow, for the valuation to grow, given the number of users on the number of transactions on the network. Okay. You can do the same thing with active user accounts. So instead of dividing the market cap by number of transactions, you can divide the market cap by active user accounts. And you can see here, like Dash basically had a huge a huge peak, like increase in active user accounts after 2017. So I'm not sure why. I guess because it's awesome. I don't know. But it's just really nice increase in active user accounts. Okay, so started to be traded on Kraken. Potentially that's why there was a huge. That's true. The whole industry boomed. That's true. But I did check these numbers for some of the other coins, and they don't look. I mean, we can check the trend, but Dash really had a huge.
February of 2017, Dash was the first coin to peak.
Okay.
And went over to second place, I think, in market cap.
Okay.
Second and third.
So this is for Monero. I mean, basically, Monero is a little bit different because you don't have the transaction count, but you have payment counts. So you can't really directly compare these numbers. But what you can directly compare is this. See, look, this doesn't look as good for Monero as Dash did. Monero had this huge peak in active user accounts in 2014, and then it was pretty stable. So like, let's see, it was like, this line here would be active user accounts around 25,000. And let's see what Dash had. 60,000 around, okay? So, but Monero's growth rate is different. It's not as high of a growth rate. Okay. Then we have Zcash. Okay, now Zcash you can compare the NVT ratio with Dash's. So Zcash had a mean of 31 compared to Dash's 69, which would argue that relatively Dash is more overvalued than Zcash. But again, a caveat on the NVT ratio is that people could already be pricing in the future into their investments today. So for example, like here, this green line, this means that the NVT ratio is one standard deviation below its mean. So if we have a mean reverting, if we assume mean reversion, then this would mean that this is a good buy. But that could also mean that people have priced in the fact that they don't believe in Zcash in the future, and then the whole ratio is just going down. So it's not really going to give you specific evidence on what to do. You have to still, at the end of the day, take a decision based on more information than just this, than just statistical analysis. Okay, so if we look at this NVT ratio here, this looks like a buy. This looks like a buy. And Dash actually was like at the mean. But still, like I said, it's not solid. You still have to factor in other variables. And let's look at the Zcash active user accounts. So also not looking very good. So I think Dash's active user addresses is really looking good. That's a lot of growth. And Monero and Zcash are not really on an uptrend in active user accounts. So I think that's interesting. Now I'm going to show you kind of how this is done. So it's basically, I don't know if anybody's familiar with Python. Awesome. Jupyter Notebook, Anaconda. Okay, so I'll just hop right in here. Let's just see if it works. I'm plugged into my laptop. Into my Wi-Fi. Don't take my password from my Plotly account, please. So we can put in whatever coins we want in here. So I just put in these. Are you guys okay with these, or is there like a specific other one you want to compare it to? Like any? BC. Which one? Litecoin. Litecoin. Okay, should we take it instead of BCH? You want instead of Zcash, LTC. I can add a fifth one, but then there's so many lines in the chart, it looks ugly. Okay, so LTC. LTC. Alrighty. And one more time, LTC. So this is going to tell us if this API where I'm pulling from, so this asterisk means that it's thinking, and it's going to tell us if so it's true for Dash, it has the metrics that I want to pull. It's kind of slow. LTC, true. BCH, true. Monero, true. So the thing is that I'm plugged into my laptop, my phone hotspot, so it might be too slow. We might have to switch it over, but let's give it a shot. Okay. So now what I'm trying to tell it to do is tell me what metrics can you pull. Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. What's going on here? Maybe connection down, huh? This should work. Okay, here we go. It's working. So these are the metrics that we can pull, like address active account, which is the chart I just showed you, but I made it like look prettier and everything. Block count, block size bytes, block size mean byte, cap, MVR, I don't know, cap market, currency USD, difference, I don't know, fees. Let's see what else we have. There's a dictionary online where you can look up NVT ratio, price in BTC, price in USD, return on investment 1 year, return on investment 30-day, transaction count, blah, blah, blah. So there's like tons of metrics you can pull for each coin, basically, from this API. It never stops. Like you can just keep pulling. Okay, moving forward. So now it's just going to check. I might actually have to switch to my Wi-Fi, different Wi-Fi, because this is super slow. Do we have, Dash Convention Europe. Maybe I should go on to that one. That one's good? All right, let's try that one. Let's see if it'll, maybe a little bit faster. Because some of these charts are going to take a lot of data to populate. Ooh, it doesn't like that. Okay, let's find another one.
Matthias Arnold.
Okay.
Matthias, my first name, Matthias Arnold.
Huh.
It's not there.
Swisscom? No. Oh, did it just let me? No, I don't think so. I don't know. It doesn't popping up. Maybe my phone can do it. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. We'll give it another. We'll try it again. It's just going to take a minute, and then we can talk about other stuff while it's loading. Oh.
Mac doesn't support unencrypted network sometimes.
Okay.
Take the
Okay.
Loweine Martin.
Okay.
And the password is Bitcoin123.
Bitcoin 123.
I think it's capital B. It's not -123.
Uh-oh. We caught him. Thank you. Okay, thank you. So let's just try to run this again and see if it's a little bit faster. Okay, that was pretty fast. Okay, let's see. No, okay, here we go. Okay, perfect. That is a lot faster. Awesome. Okay, so now it's just going to just some populate basic things here. This is basically just checking that all all of the endpoints of the API are there. So for example, like the API spits out like some basic, let's see, how do I? So just like some basic stuff for everything. So I guess like this is the most recent active address count. This is the block count. Does that look right for Dash people? Block size in bytes. Mean fees, fee mean, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then you can do like nice charts with all of this stuff. It's awesome, like rolling day volatility. Okay, so moving forward, let's look at some cool data. Okay. So first we're gonna look at correlations. And okay, so if you think like this is Dash at the top, number one, and then this is the correlations of the other coins. Oops, what did I do with my LTC? It's labeled wrong. It's labeled Zcash. Okay, so where did that happen? How did I? Okay, well anyway, so you guys, we just know it, okay. So basically you can see, and then we have a slider down here, and these are all gonna be available on our website. So people can download the data, Excel, CSV, Python, whatever. So this is our crypto research .report. This is our website, if it pops up. And this is our website. We're always like in different, different outlets. And then basically, if you go to data, so this will be launched on November 1st or November 15th, we have to see, but shooting for November 1st. Basically, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Fred St. Louis database. So this will be the same idea. So you'll be able to get data on basically any kind of data that you want. It'll be free the first year or something like that to get people to use it. And the idea will be the same thing, like basically, you know, it'll be available, there'll be a slider, like this is from our website, so there'll be a slider where you can see stuff and then export it, year to date, et cetera, like that. And we're basically gonna have certain sections for certain companies, like Bitcoin Swiss will have some charts that are proprietary data, and Bitpanda will have some charts that are some proprietary data, and then I wanna do a section for Dash, just Dash charts that people can get. So that'll be nice for Dash people. But basically, yeah, this is kind of like how it works. So you can see here, for example, like what's going on. Let's see. So Dash looks like Zcash. I mean, they're all pretty highly correlated. I mean, that means that, you know, pretty much, is everyone pretty familiar with correlation? So like if Dash is going up, this means that pretty much all the other coins here are going up. So LTC, BCH, and Monero are also going up. This is pretty high correlation. So not really diversification potential with this basket. Let's check volatility. So before I show you, don't look. Before I show you. Okay, which one's the most volatile out of Dash, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Monero when we are measuring volatility by standard deviation? Time frame since 2017. Bitcoin Cash. Okay, let's see. Bitcoin Cash is, yeah, look, it's the green one, so Bitcoin Cash is pretty high up there. LTC has some. Bitcoin Cash is pretty much always on top. Dash is pretty low. Dash is near the bottom. Low volatility. Let's just check. But what's interesting though about this chart is that you can see that it's a downtrend in volatility for all the coins. So that's a good sign. I mean, I think, unless you're trading volatility. But so for example, if we just look at the last couple months, we can see Monero, BTC, LTC, pretty high. Dash is consistently the lowest vol out of all these. So that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's a good thing. All right, returns index. Let's look at the returns. I think I already checked this earlier. Yeah, okay. So Dash, so basically this is a cumulative return. So if you had invested on January 1st, 2017, and you held up until today, you would be at a 7x return. So I guess that means that the price today is what, around 70? And then that means it started at around 10 in January 1st, 2017. So that's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, of course, Dash really, yeah, really looking nice around here. Yeah. But anyway, it's still really good. I mean, Dash is still performing better than Monero and Bitcoin Cash. So still 7x return, not bad. Okay, let's see. Dominance. I guess everybody knows like what is the most dominant out of these four. Okay, let's run it. Let's see. Oh. Dominance would be like market cap summed up, and then the market cap of each coin's percentage of the total. So let's put in LTC as well, so everybody can see LTC. Take out BCH. Put it in. Instead of Zcash. First it's checking, make sure I have all the metrics. Then, boom. Uh-oh, Dash is way down. Guys, what's going on here? After this conference, we're gonna see it go up, right? Yes, question.
The source of the actual market prices, which one is it? How many exchanges per coin are included in it?
Good question. So this is coming from Nick Carter's coinmetrics.io. And I think he's pulling from basically, I don't know, 10 top exchanges. But I'd have to check which ones they are. But he's basically taken an average of the exchanges based on a market cap weighted index from the various exchanges that he pulls from. So if one exchange has more data than another, then that exchange has a higher weight on the index. But I'd have to check which exchanges it's coming from. But that's a great question though, because of course all that exchange data is heavily manipulated. So these are only proxies, of course. Like they're rough estimates. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's, oh wait, let's see, trading volume, I think that's my last one that I have. I don't know how long my speech is going for. I started a little bit early. Okay, wait, let's see, oops, hold on, let's add some more here. Okay, which one has the most trading volume? In USD, in terms of USD. Bitcoin Cash. Litecoin, I hear some Litecoins, I hear some Bitcoin Cashes. Whoever's right gets to buy me a beer tomorrow. No, okay, just kidding. Okay, no. Okay, let's check it out. Alrighty. Looks like Litecoin is up there. Let's just check the last couple days. What, this can't be possible. How is that? That's impossible. That looks really weird. I don't know. What's going on with Dash, by the way? Like, how come there's like these big spikes? What is it? Cause look, it makes the chart look so, I was like, there's something wrong with my data. Like, but it's this super block. Make it logarithmic. Okay, I'd have to spend some time to do that. Okay, and I think that's about it, because the active user addresses we already saw on the other PowerPoint. So does it do it? Yeah, so basically, this is me. I have a couple copies, like I said, available in German and English if anybody wants a copy of the report. And also, one final thing before I get off the stage. So I have been pushing around the idea of launching a certificate on the SIX, like the stock market here in Switzerland, for masternodes. Basically, certificates are really easy to launch. I mean, we already launched a crypto fund, but our Depot Bank won't deal with Dash for various reasons. But certificates are a lot easier to launch. And so I've been talking to a couple different certificate issuers that seem to be on board, but I actually don't know the technical know-how, how to do that, how to actually deal with masternodes and everything like that. I know more of like the financial structuring side. So if anybody wants to talk afterwards, yeah, question. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Yeah, because it's really not difficult to get something listed on the SIX exchange. It's really easy, and you get an ISIN number, and then retail can invest. So I think this is really interesting for various reasons. So yeah, definitely, I'm happy to talk afterwards about how we could get this going. I mean, I already have one investor, but we don't have a technical we don't really know how to do that. So. Awesome. Okay, great, guys. So thanks a lot, and I hope to talk to you afterwards. Okay, thanks.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, just detach it. So interesting numbers and charts. We've seen some investment opportunities, maybe future investment opportunities for the retail to get their money into Dash. And Demelza also talked about volatility, and volatility will also be part of the next presentation,